Today, loved ones of an elderly woman killed while crossing a street in Green Bay, turning heartbreak into action.
And today, city leaders are unveiling a new crosswalk to try to prevent more tragedy. Emily Roberts is live on the 700 block of Bellevue Street where that crash happened. Emily.
Tammy Emerson, the new crosswalk has the potential to save lives. Friends and family of Judith Cisler raising money to create change in her honor. And you can see some of that change right here behind me. This crosswalk, again, is brand new and it has some pretty important features. It's so new, there are still actually orange barrels and cones out this morning. There are flashing lights to let cars know from blocks away you're there waiting to cross. This is right outside Cranky Pat's. Really important to have here. As we first told you, Green Bay police say a vehicle hit and killed 82-year-old Cisler while trying to cross the intersection last Valentine's Day. The crash also hurt an 83-year-old man, both from Luxembourg. Friends and family of Cisler, plus Green Bay Mayor Eric Genrich and Director of Public Works Steve Grenier are expected to speak during that crosswalk unveiling this morning. Leaders are also dedicating a bench in her memory. The event is set for 10:30. Cisler's obituary says she had an incredible impact on many families and children, and with this new crosswalk here, her impact is going to continue to live on. Live in Green Bay, Emily Roberts, Action 2 News.